This is Farone the Gnome, and we're playing Lord of the Rings online. This is a series I like to call Sunday Morning Lotro. Why? Because it's Sunday. It is morning time, and this is Lotro. So it's Sunday Morning Lotro, and you may have noticed I got a few hairs cut. Just a few. Just a few, not too many. So we are on my level 87 elf champion. We are out in the Wildermore area. Let me get my screen back correct here. We're out in the Wildermore, and for reference, this is part of the Rohan area. We are currently, let me try to figure this out. I believe we're somewhere. Oh, my brain is not working. We went to Entwash, didn't we? We went to Entwash, I thought. And then to Wildermore. Okay, so Entwash, there it is, Wildermore right there. So, in the past, we did a bunch of stuff, came down to the Great River, we were trying to see what happened to the hobbits and such. Came down to the east wall, ran into the Rohirrim people, and we've been across the Norcrofts, the Sutcrofts, the Eastfold, did we go to the Eastfold? No, I'm sorry. Sutcrofts and then the Entwash Vale, and we've ended up in Wildermore out here. We've been fighting orcs all over the place. There's this massive, um, he's like a frost elemental, is best I could say. He's huge, and he's been roaming across the Wildermore and destroying everything and killing people. And we've done all of this area. We are up here in the top left corner now in the Bellwood. We've been working on stuff. We're trying to meet with an Ent up here and try to convince the Ents that they need to go help us kill Nurzum so that we can save the Wildermore. So that is where I left off last. I did a little bit out here in this area offline, trying to get it prepped to this point, and we're up to where we're going to actually talk to the Ent Leaflock for the first time. So we are here with Lorrandan, and that's where we're at. That's what we're going to be doing. If you're watching over on Twitch, please hit the follow. And if you're over on YouTube, please hit the subscribe. And be sure to follow me on Twitter so that you can see screenshots and chat with me all the time. That's at Farone the Gnome. Let me go ahead and grab, before we get started here, let me grab a invite link for our Discord server. So I can post that real quick. Make sure that this is a non-expiring one. For some reason they like to expire even though I tell it not to expire. But at any rate, let's get back over here. And there is the Discord server. If you'd like to join us over there, please do so. All right. With that said, let's get going. Oh, before we start, I know I'm always squirrel, just squirrel, something else. We need to get our Hobbit gifts out. So we got a 100, and we've got a 500. Ooh, that's a good one there. And we got Advanced Mark Acquisition Boost and a Virtue Acceleration Tome. 2,000 bonus Virtue Experience. That is nice. Accelerates your earning Virtue when used. A matching bonus amount will automatically be added to any Virtue XP earned until the bonus amount is depleted. Let's go ahead and use that. That's insanely nice. I wish I got those all the time, as opposed to some of the things I get. We'll go ahead and open up our shared storage. I like to throw my virtues in here for my lower level characters. And I'll throw this over in here. There we are. I've got 10 of them over there. All right. Now, without further ado, squirrel. 1 second. Sorry. I'm further doing more furtherly. I want to throw these scrolls, crafting scrolls, into my shared for my other characters, because our inventory is quite full right now. One more here, one more here, And one more here, and one more here, and one more here. Oh, and just one more here. Oh, and don't forget that one there, and that one, and something another, and blah 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 blah. We're done. All right. Okay, now, without further squirrel ado, let's talk with Leaflock. hmm You politely greet the Ent, and nothing happens for a long time. Eventually, a baleful eye slowly turns to look at you. You introduce yourself as Lorrandan and ask him for his name. More long minutes pass. Leaflock. Breathe the leaves in the canopy. You ask if he knows of Nurzum the giant, and the baleful eye ponderously swings closed. May take longer than you expected.
It may take some work to wake him to our need.
We have found an incredibly old int. That is good. That is the good. Corin smiles grimly, ready for a challenge. It may take some work to wake him to our need. That is the bad.
Engage the orcs in combat, and the din may waken our sleeping friend.
I beheld many orcs cutting their way through Bellwood while we searched for this place, Lorrandan. If you engage them in combat, perhaps the din will be sufficient to awaken our sleeping friend. And if not, well, there will be fewer orcs in Bellwood. Is that not a worthy result? I agree. Let's kill some orcs. It's always good to kill orcs. So we will head over this direction, find some orcs, and send them back to where they came from. I see an orc. Shing shing, baby. I need to make an emoji to put on there for y'all. It says shing shing or something like that. That would be pretty cool. Had a good weekend. Had a lot of relaxing in yesterday. Played one of my favorite, most relaxing games of all time, Stardew Valley. I don't really stream that one often at all. It's a very slow, relaxing game, and usually nobody will watch that sort of thing. I absolutely adore that game. That is my happy place game to play. The guy that makes it, it's a one man operation. Pretty amazing, honestly, very amazing. He does that. He's been hinting at a big patch next update that's coming out. He hasn't said when it's coming, but recently he's been started making some posts about it. So I'm pretty excited about that. Alright, so let's see what Leaflock has to say now that we've killed some orcs. Leaflock stirs slightly, but remains otherwise asleep. Okay. Oh, that didn't do anything. Defeat orcs in Bellwood and be even noisier about it. Ah, okay. We need more orcs to kill. Oh, wrong button. There's what I was trying to hit. I was like, why ain't I sprinting? It's not an orc, but he wants to fight me anyway. So we will oblige him. Need more monkeys. Where are the freaking orcs at? There we are. Let's mount up and we'll go back that way. Had to go a good distance to get away over here to where the orcs are, I mean. A sighing sound escapes from somewhere within the cracks of Leaflock's weathered face, but you see no other sign of wakefulness.
This is proving more difficult than I expected.
Lorrandan thinks for a moment. Perhaps the danger and the noise is too far away to draw Leaflock's attention. Go to Nurzum's Wrath and defeat some Uruks of the White Hand. Bring some of their equipment to Leaflock and see if that will stir him to wakefulness. Okay. They are back over in that way. Let's go ahead and let's get on our war steed so we can move a little faster. Take the chance of bashing into trees and stones, but we will be going faster at least. Okay, we're bashing into a cliff because we clearly didn't go the right direction. Oh, up this way. I bet you that'll get us out of here. If I can drift my way over there. Oh my god. Bouncing off of everything humanly possible, and I don't even know if I'm in the right spot. Let's take a look. Yeah, we totally missed where we were trying to go, but we got where we weren't trying to go faster than we would have if we would have been on an ordinary mount. So there's that, and we're here. All right, because we found the road. Gather up some bad guys. All right, all you bad guys together. Yes, sir. Shing shing, shing shing for the win. Oh, do I have to actually click on them or something? No? Okay. It says collect white hand helmets from Uruks and Belwood. These are the people, are they not? Actually, I see all the things are up this way. Yeah, that doesn't actually show it. I don't mind killing them. I love killing orcs, don't get me wrong. But that isn't showing to be it. Like, you know, if you put the tooltip over it, yeah, these aren't them. They're still going to die, don't get me wrong. So it claims right there. But there should be something. That's what it's acting like. Do I just keep killing them until I happen to get lucky and something drops? I honestly am not sure, but that's what we're going to try for now. Maybe we'll automatically get an update if we fight in a particular spot or something. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. That's my guess right now. Oh, there's a hardened Uruk. That's it. Okay. Alright, now I need a blade. Need to find another Uruk. There's one over there. Let's kill this guy here, then. We did it. Alright. Alright, let's get back onto our extremely reckless ride and try to get back to Leaflock. Oh, this should be bad. Woo-hoo-hoo. I feel like it's going slow. Let's start it over again. Maybe the fall affected it. I don't know. Can't tell. I think it's faster than what I was doing before. I don't know. Holy moly, we just shot forward there. There we are. Get off of this before I ram into him.
Why do you wake Leaflock?
You hold up the blade and helmet bearing the mark of the White Hand. For long moments it seems nothing will happen, until finally Leaflock's eye swivels open and fixes upon the orc weapons, and he says what he just said. A deep rumbling within the Ent goes on for some time, and you wonder if he is sleepily giving you his name in his own language. Alright. He's up.
You use small names for big things, little one.
You explain to Leaflock that Wildermore is held in the grip of an unnatural winter, and is at the mercy of a giant called Nerzel. The sight of the wind through the branches is Leaflock's only response for many minutes. Then a rumbling sound slowly separates from the sound of the sleeping forest, and you realize he speaks again. Somewhere snow falls from an upper branch and lands with a soft sound onto a drift. Wildermore? Hmm. Is not a name I know.
Orcs may hack and claw and burn for a time, but never for long.
You try to appeal to Leaflock's sense of duty and speak of the hardships endured by the people of Wildermore at the hands of the orcs and beneath Nerzel's trampling feet. And the lives of orcs are short. He says what he just said there a second ago. It is true of men also. Leaflock is silent as you gather your thoughts and try to devise another approach before you come up with something. The Ent unexpectedly speaks. I do not know what beast is described by this name Nerzel. What do you mean by this name? Upper branches creak and groan as a slight breeze picks up, and the forest all around seems to be listening.
You said he was a giant. That is not just a giant.
You describe Nerzel to the Ent as best as you are able, trying to remember his form and features as you saw them amid the flying snow at Beard Tor. Leaflock shakes and quivers, becoming more animated than you have seen him. A mighty and branch-like arm angrily spears a nearby drift, sending an explosion of snow skyward. It may have been a giant once. Now it is more than that. You describe an unnatural combination. It was a giant, it there was also a horn. Twisted, corrupted. Leaflock shakes angrily. Broom, broom. Leaflock will not allow this. Leaflock will deal with this. I think we have gotten the help we were looking for.
An Ent can be truly frightening when he is roused.
Look at that, Lorrandan. I do not know what Leaflock will do about Nurzim, but this is better than I had hoped we could achieve. I will meet you back at Nona's cave, Lorrandan. I want to speak to Leaflock for a short while, if I may. Okay, cool. We got that part taken care of. We're going to head back over here, and then we'll head back to Nona. This is where the people are in the cave. We need to go talk to them, and that, well, there's 2 caves. Nona's in a cave as well. But this was a quest hub over in this cave. We're going to go back and see if that's finished. Hopefully that's done, because I did stuff out here for them, and go back to Nona, and we'll probably be heading towards some sort of culmination here for the Wildermore content. That's my belief anyway at this time. As I've said in the past, this is the highest level content I've played in Lord of the Rings Online. So I do not know what to expect, and I like not knowing what to expect. I like experiencing the story as I go. There are a lot of cliffhangers and surprising moments in the story arcs of Lord of the Rings Online. You do yourself a great disservice finding out spoilers from others if you intend to play the game. A lot like Final Fantasy games, like Final Fantasy XIV's MMO. It's like that, in how there's moments where you're just like, what just happened? Yeah. But if you don't have the time, the patience to play through the game, you can watch people like myself. There's plenty of us that stream Lotro, and we can take you through the amazing stories of Lotro, and you can join us on our journey. If you enjoy what I do, please hit the follow, and if you're over on YouTube, please hit the subscribe. And we went right past where we were supposed to go, because we were on a fast mountain, we were hauling butt and having a good time. Alright, let's go up here and find the cave if we can. I always have a little bit of difficulty finding where it's at. I believe it's on the right side of the path. It's up this way. Right around this corner, possibly. There, yep, there it is. Got my Folgers, by the way. Black straight, always. Don't add anything to my coffee.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
Thank you for your aid, Lorrandan. The orcs' resources have been stripped bare for now. We can only hope that it takes them much time to recover from the blow you have dealt them. Hey, not a follow-up. That's looking good. We may be finished with this quest.
I do not know if we will survive this onslaught.
So you have returned after all. We were beginning to worry that the orcs, well, no matter. You are with us once more. That is all that matters. Does hope yet remain? Tell us of your journey, Lorrandan.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
It would appear we're not done with this quest hub. Oh well. Well, what is this, then? Trees against the orcs? Are you sure it speaks not of a tree like the one that battered the Uruk outside our cave? You have fared well against their numbers so far, that much is clear. Perhaps you should seek out these hewers and see if you can discover any of these trees they mention. For my part, I would like to believe a tree is just a tree, but this forest teems with it's an interesting word, with things. Bebe, Leowold, and I are safe for now. We have enough to survive on, and the warmth of this fire soothes our ills. Worry not about following your challenge or charge, friend. Seek out aid in the forest. I just hope you find it for all our sakes. So we gotta go kill some hewers. Those are the orcs that are out there cutting down trees because Saruman's army needs lots of trees fuel. So, well, and for their implements of war and everything else. You know what I'm trying to say. My brain doesn't work great all the time. We do what we can do. Um. Oh yeah, let's get our hound out here, Penny Bun. She can run around with us while we kill some orcs. So we need to head up to the green area. No, 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 not the war steed. You know what? We're gonna run it. we're just gonna run. Because slamming into trees and cliffs and stones and stuff, just not my favorite thing to do. Alright. Everybody get together. Yeah, Saruman. Saruman this, buddy. Alright. Yeah, I saw that back there. We're gonna go get that backpack here in just a second. In Lord of the Rings Online, you'll see backpacks and corpses here and there. Those are generally what you see in other MMOs as treasure chests. They're loot. See if we can collect up a number of them here. Everybody, come on, get together. You too. Everybody's invited. There you go. Thank you very much. Have a good, nice time. Tip your waitresses and drive safe home. Another backpack. We're almost there. There's the hewers. Let me grab two of them here. There we are. I believe we've finished that. We'll go ahead and kill him just for good measure. Oh, there's something else I gotta do here. Search the hewn blade for signs of horns or ints. Nope. Well, I'll be. Give me a moment. I'll take care of your little problem there. They were guarding this resource node. So I had to deal with that. Appears to be that direction. I don't like these, the roots. I've never liked them in this game because they won't follow you, but they'll hit you from a distance, so you have to fight them. You have come upon a field strewn with the corpses of orcs and what appear to be the remains of an int. Well, that's bad. An int lies slain among the numerous orcs, one of which appeared to be something that went away, to be fleeing the battle. The grim scene before you unfolded very recently, but in the distance you can see deep tracks in the snow that could only have been made by ints, and a trail of more slain orcs leading deeper into the forest to the north. It appears the ints have fled to the north. You should seek them out before any more harm can visit them. Okay, that way. Ah, troll. Why you gotta stun me? Alright. Continue on our adventure out here to find the ints. I did this a little bit out of order because I believe that finding out about this should have happened before I went and talked to Leaflock in a chronological order that doesn't seem right the way I've done it, but not a big problem. Here we are. I can't see. There we are. Not an orc, are you? Come to hack away at us, little one. The ant raises a branch menacingly about its head before lowering it as you rush to store your weapon away. No, no, I suppose not. We have lost a friend this day. I can only hope that we have gained another. Little one, I find that the men outside the forest either say too much or far too little. So which is it for you? Too little, then I suppose we shall see if that does not change, for a great many things have changed here. The forest has not been chilled such before. Yes, we have had winters, and the cold does yet come, but this goes far beyond a simple changing of the seasons. When Tithenolf and I awoke, nothing was as I remembered it. There were times when I and the other Ents conversed at length, for there was much still to say, and even more time to say it. But now the ending hollow has frozen solid. Our enemy set siege to the forest, and Leaflock slumbers, unable to tend the horns. Ah, to be free of such problems, and to think of better times. This instance quest is meant to be run solo and cannot run in a group. We're about to do an instance. Yay! Come, we must travel to the int follow, blah 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 blah. Pretend I did that in
Sheltered
int
from the
language.
evil that has taken hold of the forest, Baralas wishes to recall the days before Nurzum's coming, when the Ents once met at the Enting Hollow.
Free money. Thank you. We have made it, Lorrandan. This forest has become so unfamiliar to me since Nurzum returned. Oh, yes, he was here once before, little one, but then he was different. What he gained in might, he lost in compassion for the creatures of this realm. Let us walk, and I shall tell you more of Nurzum and the men of these lands. And I can tell you the way these things go, usually if they're typing above their head, that does not stay long, so I'm not going to be able to do that in fashion. Look what has become of this forest. The orcs and the beast Nurzum have taken everything from us. Get this. I wonder if I can get this into a window where I don't get other stuff. There we are. Perfect. So I was seeing world chat. Uh, everything likely struck cold and frozen. You know, I can. It's not too many words. Even this pond, little one. Hmm. We ants once gathered here when the weather was fair. We feared not such monsters in our midst. Such days were a brighter time, Lorrandan. My memories of those times flow unrestrained. The only thing left untouched is this winter. Let me tell you of those days long past. I and the ants had gathered to meet at Enting Hollow. So long has it been, my friends? Certainly it has. But Nindorn, how joyous that our paths cross again. Of course, to see you. Bruce, Strongroot, Mossbeard, and Tithanoff. Tithanoff, your skill in slumbering through anything will never cease to astound me. Hmm. Oh, I'm dearly sorry, my friends. Some things never change. I, too, am glad to look upon you all again. But happenings in the forest have been troubling me as of late, as some you surely know. Yes, indeed. Yes, but what have you to say of them? I'm well aware of such things, Strongroot. The men have been coming closer to the forest. What of them, Strongroot? Mossbeard is right. These men have never risen against us. What have we to fear of them? Their horn and the noise it creates is proving a great trouble to the forest. It frightens the horns greatly, my friends. I doubt the men of mean anything of it save to protect themselves, being as tiny as they are. Would you not seek to do the same? The men will keep to themselves, and Leaflock shall manage, as has always been so. Perhaps, Mossbeard, but perhaps not. This horn you speak of does us little harm. Matters of the Ints should concern only Ints, and likewise for these men. Let us avoid such unneeded conflicts, my friends. You are right, Nindorn. Such things should not bring forth more trouble for us. My worries are ceased. East, do you not speak of your other concern, Strongroot? The stone giant who wandered about in our forest, Strongroot? You were not alone in seeing it. I thought I was the only one who saw. The giant came down from the misty mountains. He wandered long in forest and journeyed to the lands of the men before returning whence he came. As he fled, and the horn sounding came again. He had suffered deep wounds. I do not think he shall be seen again, for fear of what the men may do on his return. As he fled, the horn sounding came again, and he suffered deep wounds. I do not think he shall be seen. I read that already. We should not abide a stone giant in the forest, though. Even with careful steps, so much life can be needlessly quelled. The giant's wounds will severe. This is a matter between him and the men. It is not our place to involve ourselves, Duskleaf. You are wrong, Barolas. There are times when there is no choice but to act, and in your absence I will. Even with our conflicts, such times were better. Come, let us leave these memories. And so, little champion, you have heard all I wish to say on these matters. Let us return to Stonecliff. Such an open space is a perilous place to remain. And so, little one, my tale ends. Let us speak of other things. So that's where Nerzum came from. Interesting. Duskleaf was right, Lorrandan. I knew my mistake well once Nerzum carved his path under the canopy. I still hold out hope that the forest may be reclaimed, dim as it may be. The men and their horn have paled in comparison to such wanton destruction. Aside from Tithenolf, I have not seen the others since awakening. I cannot help but wonder what has become of them. I worry greatly of Duskleaf. He is quick to action, and if he dared stand against Nerzulm, I fear what horrors might have befallen him. If you would, let us talk of finding the others. It may be that you find such eagerness to aid us misplaced, or perhaps not. We shall see, little one. Oh my lord, it keeps going on and on and on. For the sake of time, I'm just going to read this normally. I apologize to anybody that was hoping that I would keep on going with it, but I believe that we will be here for 5 more hours if I read everything that way. And I am only a human. I do have a short amount of time on Earth here. Whom I slept long before this winter, little one. This wood has become so baleful, so hostile to my kind. When first I began to sleep, many Ents wandered this wood, but the monster pulled me from my slumber. Many of us are lost, slain by the forces that defile our forest. Others may have found refuge where they may have not. Home, I am too large to seek out the others without being discovered by my foes, but you can move through the forest much more freely. If you can, little one, seek out my kindred in the darkness. Perhaps some have returned to the Inting Hollow since winter's fall. Oh lordy, we found another quest hub. Wow. The forest is not itself, friend. When Barolas and I awoke from our sleep, we did so in darkness, and we awoke into violence. Such happenings are troubling, and I fear that Finglas cannot wake to aid us, for he had been becoming more and more treeish, so to speak, before our sleeping. The wood trolls harry us wherever our limbs carry us, in the gloom and the horns. They are unruly without Finglas's tending. They may be beyond saving, though I do not wish to believe it so. The wood trolls must have been affected by Nerzum's passing. I can only wonder what wounds he inflicted on them to make them far more hostile than they already had been to my kind. Tithenolf heaves a heavy sigh. Seek out the wood trolls and the good of this forest. Please return them to the earth. However, I would ask that you examine their remains. Perhaps then we can discover what has driven them to madness. Okay, so we have a new quest hub, and we have a couple quests to do now. Got this spot, and some killing in there. I'm sure that's going to be killing the trolls or something. We're looking for the 2 other Ents, I believe is what those 2 are going to be. So, let's get to it. Let's go see if we can find one of the other Ents. with any hope it doesn't turn into a quest hub as well. Wildermore has been a plethora of content. Would you say as a plethora? Yeah, it's been a plethora of content. Um, it's just taking a long time to make it through the Wildermore. Um, I have gotten through the other parts of Rohan, the Riders of Rohan expansion faster than I have Wildermore. It feels like this was content. I wasn't around for this, by the way. I was gone for 11 years from Lord of the Rings Online, and came back last. There he is. It came back last October. But I believe this is content that was added between. He's going to fight me. Oh, hang on. Okay, buddy. All right. Between Riders of Rohan expansion and the Helm's Deep expansion. You've discovered horns of the Bellwood in Nurzum's wake. They have grown wild, and a cruel chill wreathes their branches. They must be defeated for the safety of all that remains in the forest until Finglas can be roused to restore order. So was that where I was headed? It wasn't, but we got another quest. So yeah, this was content that was put in between two expansions, and sometimes when they do that, they put a lot of content because it's intended to keep you busy for a while. And Wildermore has not been a slouch on any of that. Let me tell you, it's been a lot of content. Some good side stories, a good overarching story. Nurzum was that was a what moment, very much so. So yeah, I've enjoyed Wildermore. It's just carried on for quite a while, and I kind of would like to. Oh, what's going on here? Wow, I would kind of like to be in Helm's Deep at this point. But I won't turn down more great stories. Oh, didn't know I had him down already. I think I see it on the mini map. Yeah, right over here. Let me grab this real quick. We found our next hint. Strong root. What are you doing here? The Earl is safe, you say? Very well. I shall return to his side in my own time. I must remain far from the orcs lest they find me here like my fellows. While I begin my journey, I would ask your aid on another matter. Berlis is a wise ent, and he is my elder. However, many are elders to us. For us young ents are all that remain here. My bark looks old and weathered, you say? Old, my small friend, may still be young to us. The monster Nurzum has been a cause of great destruction to my friends in this forest. The cries of the trees as he pulled them from the earth is not something I long to hear again. His assault on this forest was swift and brutal, and many of his damages remain still. Along the side of that twisted path through the forest that the orcs defile with their crude machinery, you will find his handiwork smashed into the earth. If you search for signs of his destruction, would ask that you examine them. For strange things have been cropping up in this forest as of late, and none of them good. Another quest? Nope, just that one. And that's going to take us down to a spot over there. Alright. Let's go do that. Oh, there's a backpack. Backpack! Go get the loot. Although I think my inventory is getting rather full. Really, rather full. Let's see. It's that direction. We'll go around it. Still need lots of those. One more of those, and that will be completed. That's done. Alright. Oh, that's those two that like to protect that node, because they know that I'll come by and want to get it. There we are. Oh, that's a huge boulder. Oh, okay, this was the thing I was coming to find. Maybe that's what they were protecting. I don't know. Okay. Something back that way. Is that going to be our int friend? No, that's something else. I see shards. Okay. Okay. And spot right across the road here. Sorry about that. My sinus is giving me trouble. Yeah, we're going to have these things we have to deal with. And okay, looks like we can go turn that quest in. Just pick up my coffee and drink, and I have to use my hand to jump over that because they put me in a spot where I couldn't get out of it. Well, I put myself in that spot, not they. The designers didn't do that. They just made a spot where that I could get caught. And that quest is done. He's right there. Perhaps there is more to this monster than we thought. Such strength is uncommon even for a giant of stone, and that foul roots... Right, interesting. And that foul roots spring from the earth amid his havoc. This is odd indeed. Odd and gravely unsettling. Lorrandan, we must speak of what is to be done to learn more of this monster, lest any hasty action be taken. Okay. Okay, good. So that side quest is done. Let's go down here to the purple area. If I can get there properly. I keep facing cliffs. Alright, we've got the right direction this time. My eyes are bugging the crap out of me today. My sinuses. Oh. Hey, Lord Grishnek, thank you very much for the follow. I hope I didn't destroy your name too bad. Oh. Much better. Got rid of the crusties. Let's see. Okay, over here, I believe we're going to be dealing with the trolls. Oh. Alright. Lots and lots of trolls. They seem to always get to stun me. Haha, I got him without him stunning me. More in this direction. Hold it, hold it, hold it. I wasn't looting them. Because this one requires me to examine them. Ah, crap. Where's another one? Don't I have another one that's going to keep taking me back to the same one? Alright, here's another one. I hate when I don't realize that. Taking me back to that same one. There. Oh, get off of the tree! Man. Alright, let's find some more to kill, and we'll try to remember to examine them as well after I destroy them. If I can get all the tree limbs out of my face so I can find them. Alright, 4 more. That's not one. Am I leaving the little purple area? Yeah, I am. I need more trolls. There's one. Alright, one more. Here's, I got my last person right here. Alright, that one's done. Need to go over this way. There he is. Excuse me. You ask if this is the work of the cold. I have seen many a winter, little one, and this is not the craft of merely a chill in the forest. Hey, no follow-up. Alright. And we got down here, there should be another int, I believe, that we need to talk to. Hope everybody's having a good Sunday morning. It's been a good weekend. Had a good session on Friday, of Friday night games. Be sure to follow me and check back Friday evening, where we do a thing I call Friday night games, which basically is where the heck is this at? On the other side of this hill. We're going to mount up. It is me playing like 4 or 5 different games and about an hour each, and then culminating the night with a long session of Lord of the Rings Online until I pass out. So we had a good session this Friday, although one of them was kind of interesting. I did not realize just how adult Cyberpunk 2077 actually is until I was in the middle of streaming it, and then it's too late. So yeah, But we had some fun, played some other games. We did play a little bit of EverQuest. I intend to do that every week. Started off with EverQuest so I can play with my brother. I'm hitting every single tree. Let's see where we're at. And then we played Cyberpunk 2077, moved over to Retro Mania Wrestling on the Nintendo Switch, and I don't remember, did I play anything else? I'm not positive. I know we ended it with Lord of the Rings Online. Alright, I'm getting off of this mount. I can't take it anymore. There he is. Okay. We have found him. So yeah, come back and hang out with me on Fridays. I would greatly appreciate that. Orcs, trolls, giants, and now an elf. What brings you all here to disturb us? Barilus, he has awakened. I shall journey to him, but first, little one, I have a task for you. Of course, I have a quest. This winter has been cruel to my kind Lorrandan. When Nurzum came, many of the Ents remained still in slumber, but those of us that walked among the trees were faced with the great foe of our kind. The trees screamed to us for help. I hear their cries still. They did not understand. In Nurzum, we were so few, we could do nothing to stop him. We fled into the forest, all of us, save for Duskleaf. Such hasty decisions are unbefitting. But he went forth. Nurzum struck him down, but his ending did not come. He fled into the forest and has avoided all of us since. I would ask that you try to convince our friend to return. Nurzum must be dealt with in time, and we will need all of our kind to stand against him. If Duskleaf is to be found, I would guess he is near the Enting Hollow, little one. Okay, so let's go see if we can find Duskleaf. He's gonna be down this way, and that is that direction. Right through that tree. Oh my god, you'd think I'd make it around the tree eventually. Right over here, apparently. Get out in the middle. Be around. Don't exactly see. Gotta look upward and see if I see a name or something around here. Okay, this is it's one of those moments where you can't find who you're looking for. Oh, sharp creaking pierces the silence as an Ent lumbers forth. Oh, we triggered the right spot. Alright, here we are. Another little one come to hack at my branches. You dare speak to me of rejoining the others? It matters not where we choose to plant ourselves if nothing is to be done. This forest is death. They are too weak to act. But I am not. I am wont to smother any invader of these woods beneath the snow. Oh, he's going to fight me. Must tell him. Okay. That's sad. That is sad. Now to make my way up this crazy mountainside again. Ah, good. I see the way this time. And I'm on a mount that won't smack me into everything repeatedly. So he was lost to madness. Tragic, my friend. Nurzum's rampage hewed his mind long ago then. You made the only choice you could, little one. As impatient as Quickbeam that one was, but bold nonetheless. I will miss him greatly. Thank you for telling me of these happenings, Lorrandan. I will return to Barilus now. Okay. So all we have left is go over here to where the Ents are and see what we are to do. Ah! We lived. Miracle. Missed it. There they are. All right. I never thought to see the return of my friends, Lorrandan, not with all that has occurred. Thank you for bringing them to my side once again, little one. Hey, my war steed just leveled. Almost all of our kind are here now, at least, uh, at least of those that remain. One slain by orcs, one corrupt beyond saving. This bodes ill for us, Lorrandan. The last of us is still nowhere to be found. If I remember, he was wont to take root on the hills above the eaves, far to the southwest. You should begin your search there, little one. Oh my gosh, it's going to send us to another quest hub. You just can't finish Wildermore. It is impossible to finish Wildermore. Alright, we're going to go over to talk to this one. I was so certain when I started the stream today I was going to finish Wildermore finally. Hang in there. Don't fall now, Mount. Nope, we're stuck on a tree. Need to take a look at the map. And we're going the wrong way. Of course. Of course we are. Can't find anything in this forest. And we're going towards a cliff. That's going to be great. And he is that way. Right through that cliff. So let's go back down this way. And go around. Come on now. You can go around a tree. You would think that, you know, if you're riding a mount, even if you try to force it into a tree or a cliff, the mount itself would be like, it would avoid it. But no, no. Off to the right. We're bringing half the forest with us, but you know, we're doing what we can. Found him. Don't mind the angry things following me. They're just wanting to kill me, that's all. There we are. Perilous, he and the others still walk this wood. I will return in my own time, little one, but there are a great many things to tend to nearby, and much of my own curiosity to be quelled. I have quests for you. Listen, and perhaps you will understand my plight. Wow. If Bearless wishes me to return to the others, I shall. However, you must do a quest for me first. I will do it in my own time. There are many things to tend to before I leave these trees, and many grim things that inhabit this forest in the monster's wake. Excuse me. I wish to know more of the monsters, and if I can, bring such knowledge to the others. Should you wish to aid me in these errands, I may be able to return to Bearless in some matter of time that you might think hasty. Man, my throat. As we travel, I shall speak with the trees of this wood and try to discover what has become of those I have lost in this fog. If I am not paying attention at times, do not be alarmed. I am simply deep in conversation. Well, little one, shall we set off? I see. What? Hold on. Oh, I gotta call him first. Even though he's standing in front of me. Okie dokie. Can you hear that, Lorrandan? The trees cry out in the distance, fearful of the orcish blades that have already felled their others. So many have been hewn. Man, I'm having trouble reading today. To what end? These tools of destruction have no place in our forest home. You are an able champion. Perhaps you can take their axes from them. If you were to break their tools, they could not bring such harm to Fangorn. Let us confront them and shatter their axes. So we need to destroy 8 axes. Look at what has become of Fangorn, Lorrandan. So much of the forest smothered in snow. I do not know what the cost of this winter shall be. The trees are strong enough, at least those that were not in the monster's path. But the other greenery is not as hearty, and I fear it will succumb under the cover of snow. Snowdrifts have buried much of the life in this forest, Lorrandan, but I am hopeful that if we sift through the snow, we might save some of the plants. Let us travel about the wood and rescue what we can. And we got this in. Heck no. We ain't going to do a raid. The Huron Rotten Heart is an uncontrollable force of nature, and a danger to all that dwell in Bellwood. No. I'm not going to go solo a raid? Out of your mind? Okay, so did he give me a path of stuff? Yeah, that direction. And I can't see for him. Hey, thanks for the follow, Sherwin Cam. I greatly do appreciate it. Am I supposed to be killing trees as well? That's my day is going fantastic. I am getting to play my favorite game, so my day is going great. Thank you. That actually is a cosmetic. That is Soaring Greatsword of the Depths, and then the aura that's on it is Rakish Charmer's Weapon Aura. It's my favorite, or one of my favorites. Oh, I like that he's fighting alongside me. That's cool. There's a snow pile. What else we got? Hey, there's some orcs. Let's kill them. Oh, it's not an orc. That's a troll. I thought from a distance that was an orc. Not sure where these orc axes are. Oh, here's an orc itself. Finally. All right. All right. So do I click this here on him, or do I right-click him? Ah, there we are. Now I can actually break the axe. I got it. Alright, let's see what else we can find right here. Ah. Is Lord of the Rings Online pay to win? In my opinion, no. To me, pay to win is where you get an unfair advantage by paying for things in the game, and I don't feel like it's an unfair advantage. I believe that this is one of the most fair games available that is a free-to-play model, because of the fact that you can actually earn the Lotro points, their money, their currency, by playing the game for free. I find that amazing. I don't know many free-to-play games that work that way. Maybe I just haven't looked around enough, but I don't think so. Now, that all being said, I pay for the monthly subscription, and because I can. It's not something I tell everybody to do. If you can't afford it, or you have other things to spend your money on, by all means, don't pay for it. Just play it for free. I have the ability to, so I do. You know, it is what it is. I hope that by me paying for it and other people paying for it that can afford it, that it helps those that can't to keep playing the game and enjoying themselves. Now, that also being said, I haven't played um, free to play. I don't think ever in this game. I don't know. I don't think so. So I don't know 100% everything that you can and can't do for free. But I know others have told me that over the years, they have greatly increased what they give away for free. And I believe at this time, you can play the game free up to level, did they say 95 or 85? I think it's 95. They've opened up a ton of content all the way up to that level that you can play for free. I consider the pay model, the things you actually pay for in the game, to be more of conveniences. Now, see, if I was thinking of a pay to win game, I would think of like a friend of mine played Black Desert Online. He still plays it. He has spent last time I checked, he has spent about $7,000 on that game, which I find absolutely absurd. And the things in there, like you're trying to upgrade your equipment and stuff, and you have to do some sort of crafting. And when you do that crafting, you can literally destroy the item. So you buy a thing in their store that makes it to where you can't destroy it if you fail the combine. So to me, that's pay to win, and that's why he's spent thousands. Yeah, I just I looked at it. It wasn't a game for me, and that pay model was like, no, no, I don't need that. I was gone from the game for about 11 years. I came into it. I was an EverQuest player. Let me put it that way. I've played EverQuest for over 2 decades, and was totally addicted to it. And long time ago, about 11 years, more than 11 years now ago, I tried Lord of the Rings Online, thought it was fun, got up to about the 20s out in Lone Lands and stuff like that, and was having a blast with the game, and then EverQuest sucked me back in, and I stopped playing it. And then last October, I was looking for something to do because EverQuest was getting boring to me again. It happens over and over, it's like a cycle. And a friend of mine at work has a lifetime subscription on Lord of the Rings, so we were talking about that, and I was like, "What server are you on?" He's like, "I'm on Gladden." So I downloaded it, reinstalled it, made a brand new character on Gladden, and been here ever since. I don't have to click those things anymore, do I? Nope. But I need snow piles, and I know it was 11 years because I was playing that October, and Facebook came up with one of those things like one of your old memories, blah blah blah, and it was a screenshot that I'd posted on Facebook of me playing Lord of the Rings. I, I've said many times that there are 3 games in Lord of the Rings Online. Number one, there's the story, the MMORPG. That is one game in Lord of the Rings Online. Number two, it's Fashion Quest. That is getting every possible wardrobe kind of cosmetic you can get. I'm sorry, cosmetic, and putting it in your wardrobe, and buying more wardrobe slots and all that kind of stuff so that you can piece together the perfect outfit for any time. And number three, most important, everybody that's ever played Lord of the Rings Online knows this. The third game in Lord of the Rings Online is Inventory Management Simulator, because as you can see, your inventory is always full. Always. Always. There's not a moment when it's not full. Which is one of their pay model things. Buy more slots, buy more shared slots in the bank, buy more slots in your bank, and so on and so forth. They even now they have these things called carry-alls, and I have spent a lot of money. These things aren't cheap. Each of these carry-alls, and they'll hold 50 items of a particular type. I have a bunch of crafting ones, and usually they're stuffed full. That's their moneymaker, I believe, is Inventory Management Simulator. So where are we supposed to go now? Talk to. Oh, I just need to talk to him. These orcs have chopped away at far too much of the forest, felling many of my friends. The least we can do is strip them of their weapons. Okay, but we did that. What about finish? Such tiny things, blah, 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 blah. You have done well. Thank you for your help. That one's finished. Examine the strange ice flow into Fingless Mead. As we have journeyed, little one, the trees have spoken to me of many things. They are not as they once were. I feel their fear, and as we draw closer to the hill above, I sense that the White Hand's encampment cannot be far. However, should that be true, I am filled with dread. An elder horn, one of the mightiest of his kind, once lived atop um, that hill. Either he has gone from this wood, or some terrible fate may have befallen him. The trees do not know his fate, at least not those we have traveled among, so we must seek to learn what has become of this horn. Hmm. Let us search these woods for any sign of him, and if he cannot be found, for better or worse, we must discover where the orcs are camped. Okay, so we're looking for somebody now. Over in this corner, which I think is the last part of Bellwood that I haven't really gone too much. I hope that's not going to be another quest hub. It's like, will we ever finish the Bellwood? All right. I'm imagining that this is leading to that raid that I turned down taking the quest on. I didn't take it down. Didn't turn it down because I don't like raids. It's just I'm doing solo content. This is what I do to learn the story and play and stream for y'all, and that is solo. So can't very well do a raid like that. Not at level, at least. Oh, hold up. He's got a ring, doesn't he? It's hard to see. In the mini map, it shows a ring. Okay. He doesn't right now. Alright, my bad. Let's continue this way. There it is. Unnatural ice. What once appeared to be a waterfall has slowed to a jagged frozen wall. Oh, that is a waterfall it's frozen over, isn't it? Let's do a look. That's what I just did for real. Now we're going to do it as an emote. Find a higher vantage point. Oh, okay. Man, I wish my sinuses would cut it out. I don't think he's gonna make that. No, he's not. Gonna go around this direction and see if we can find it. Is this a switchback? Possibly? Okay. I don't know if this is the right spot. Oh, just as I say that, it is the right spot. Look at the fallen branches. Fallen branches. What are they saying? Are in a guild or do any like in-game content? Not doing in-game content right now. I run a kinship here on the Gladden server called Lorebound Walkers. We are a level-locked kinship. That means that we choose every month what we're going to raise our level to, and we use an item in our pocket slot. You can get that from the marketplace. It's extremely cheap. It's like 100 Lotro points or 150, something like that. Just playing the game, you'll get that almost instantly. And so basically, we started out at 25, and every month we've been going up. And some months we go up 5, some months we go up 10. Current month, in fact, starting today's October 1st, isn't it? Or is it Monday? That's Monday. No, it's today. Yeah, okay. We are going up to level 50 this month, and we will be doing content in that range. So everybody plays solos and stuff and groups up, and And on our Discord, we talk and stuff. It's like, hey, I want to do this run tonight or whatever, and people meet up and they do those instances at level. So that is Lorebound Walkers. I am in Lorebound Walkers here on Lorrandan, but only because I'm the leader of the kinship and I do a lot of streaming. I want to be able to chat with the people in the kin while I'm doing my streaming. Um, so yeah, if you're interested in that, we are on the Gladden server. Feel free to create a character over here, and whenever you get out of the tutorial, because it won't let us invite you in the tutorial, get on our Discord and get with somebody, and we'll get you in the kinship. Absolutely. We are looking for more people right now because when we hit level 55-ish, we are going to start attempting some raids at level. And you need 2 groups for that. There's supposed to be some trees around here that I need to look at, but I don't see. Am I supposed to be further up? I think that's it, and I can't. I don't think I can go up that. So this probably isn't where I need to be. The branches, oh, fall out of sight. But hold on. Let me try this. It's not a thing in the game, so to speak. It's a thing that we just came up with. This is a thing I came up with. I was like, you know what? This is what I want to do. They have they have some servers. Oh, can I get over there? I don't know if I can get over there. Ah, nope. Um, legendary servers or something that they've been running, and Gladden is not one of those, and they put the expansions out at a certain level and so on and so forth, like that. It's like the EverQuest TLP servers, and I can't get up there. I don't know how I'm supposed to get up there. I'll figure it out eventually. And I had looked at those, and they were already pretty far on in the expansions, and I really wanted to do it from like the 20s up. So that's why I just kind of one day came up with this idea of doing a level locked kinship, just termed it that, and we went from there and started inviting people. We've been having a good time. I do wish that they would make that a feature in the game, but I do not think they ever will. And by feature, I mean, I wish that you could set your kinship up as a level lock, make it an actual thing, and in the kinship be able to set what that level's supposed to be. That would be awesome. We just do it on, Scouts Honor kind of thing. We're going to lock at this level or this month, and we do it. And some people stick to that, some people don't. It's okay. The thing there is, like, if you're really high past everyone else, and those people at the lower levels are going to do an instance, well, they're just not going to invite you to it because they want to do it at level. They don't want to be carried through the instance. That's what it really boils down to. Can I look at it like this? Will this advance the thing? I don't think he's actually doing it. Am I lagged? Find a higher vantage point near the frozen waterfall. Oh, did I screw up coming down here? Oh, no. I think I shouldn't have jumped off back there where I did. I foobarred. Okay. Can I get back up this? Nope, that's not going to happen. Alright. We will figure this out eventually. Trial and error. And like I've told other people in the kin, some people have been like, well, you're too far gone for me to catch up and so forth and all this kind of stuff. I try to instill in everyone that it's not a matter of keeping up. You don't have to keep up. As a kinship, it would be nice if it was just a place that people could be various different level ranges, and we know that they don't want to be hand walk through stuff, and we have characters at various levels where we can go through with them, if somebody wants to. So I have multiple characters that I play, alts as you would call them, and some of them, a couple in the teens, some in the 20s, some in the 30s, I have one character that's my air quotes main that I'm keeping at the current level lock at the top, and then everybody else is just somewhere between. sure if we're at the right spot yet or not, honestly. All I see is tree limbs everywhere. They did a great job of putting lots of foliage in. He liked that. You gonna attack? No? Alright, good. But that thing is... That's all I need. It's one of those trolls to kick me off of this cliff, and then I have to come back up again. That's interesting. What's going on here? What the heck is this? Huh. So this... Okay. As long as we're not going off a cliff I can't get back up, we'll keep going this way, because that's how I messed up the other time. I cannot see where I'm going now. Way too many trees. Come on, don't fall down a cliff because of those trees getting in the way. Okay, it's like right there. Am I at the right spot or not? Because I don't want to redo this. It looks like it's there. Oh, man. I don't see the text coming up. I don't know that I'm at the right spot. It shows to be over that direction. But I'm not going to jump back down there. Not until I'm absolutely certain that this is not the spot. Man, where's this higher vantage point? And now I'm stuck. Oh, it's an invisible wall. Okay. I swear that's the spot I was at. And we're going. There we go. Oh, it was far enough to kill me? That didn't seem like that far. I've dropped from further than that before without dying. Man, are you kidding me? Oh. Oh, that is annoying. Back through all the foliage, see if we can make our way back over here. No, we will not be taking this thing. It tries to give it to me every single time, and it's a fellowship thing. I'm solo. If I'm headed even slightly in the right direction, you know. It's very hard to know if you're going the right direction because there's a million things in the way. And the mount just slides everywhere. And no, we're not taking the raid. I wonder if I just go all the way in. Maybe this is the way to do it. Need my map again. Need to turn to the right. Alright, we're gonna get there. And we've been rooted. Pain in the butt. Alright. Come here. There we are. There's your sign, buddy. He's like, no, you will not find out what happened to the waterfall. I must stop you here. I mean, I can see the waterfall's frozen over. I'm not sure what it is I'm supposed to examine up here. This is right where it's saying to go, and this is where we were before. Oh, jump off, jump off. Freaking Forsty was about to run me off the cliff. Holy crap. Alright, it literally should be right here. Do I have to get on this little mound or something? I was there. That was the place I was first. I just didn't step 2 feet up this little mound. Yeah, I see them. branches. Do I have to click it and then? That's what I had to do the whole time, was click the branches and then hit the button. Oh my god. Okay. Now they're saying I need to go further over in that direction, but we all know we're not going to make it across that. Let's get on our war steed, see if we can force ourselves across with high speed. I doubt this 100%. Actually, before we do that, I got points to spend. I got 2 points to spend, in fact. Where's this one? Push yourself beyond his hometown. Max speed. Maximum 16 MPS. Physical mastery rating. I got all kinds of things. I'm just choosing stuff. What the heck? Alright, now. Let's make this happen. Where was the one that he'll go faster than anything I just got? Is it that one? No? I just picked up a thing. Oh, man, where's it at? What was that called? It just got this. Dash. Oaks. Is dash an ability? She pushes itself beyond. Is that an ability? I don't see an ability. There it is. Okay. And is that coax? No. Okay. Was that coax? No. That's coax. Ah, okay. I'm gonna try hit 9 and see what happens here. Go, go, go as fast as you can. Go, 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 go. Oh, it was worth a try. Alright. Get down here all the way and see if we can manage to make it through here. I have found the way to get through the Bellwood on a war steed. You have to scroll all the way in first person and then bounce off of everything as much as possible to get into the right area. Do y'all like using the war steed? I don't know. I like the speed. I like the fact that it levels up. I like being able to buy trait points for it. Those things are things I like. Let's see if we're going the right way. Yeah, we are. I sometimes like the mounted combat. Not all the time. Sometimes like it. Okay, should be over this way, so we are going to dismount so we don't fly all over the place. Oh, we gotta fight. There we are. Is my buddy here with me? No. There he is. Okay. So, what do we got? Is it? What we got going on here? I'm going to click it eventually. Nothing remains near the Elder Horn's old home, save for a younger frozen horn, I think it said. Talk to Mossbeard. A horn frozen to the earth. What other horrors have the orcs and Nurzum visited upon this forest? Wait, little one. With what little life remains, the horn is trying to speak to me. Mossbeard creaks with fear as he listens to the horn. Rundoran is slain, Lorrandan. We must return to the others at once. As we travel, I will tell you more of what this horn has seen, my friend, but we must make haste to Stonecliff. Oh, ding level 88, everybody. Ding 88. We now have 2 points that we can spend. I've been putting things in this here, just making my crits more. I may do that again. What was this one here? Makes brutal strikes. Excuse me. More deadly. Which one was brutal strikes? I don't see my brutal strikes. Alright, don't care. And this one is wild attack damage. Alright. And wild attack was that one. Yeah. I don't use those much because I'm usually AoE. I'm just going to go ahead with more crit. Make sure we're not wasting points. That's good there. All right. So we need. Oh, so we're just. Hold on. What are we doing? Do I need to click on him? Yes, it's an instance. It's an instance, everybody. Not so long ago, this force spread wide and healthy, unfettered by the assaults of orcs and Nurzem. Those that dwelt within were mighty and took root among one another. One of the greatest of the horns in all of Fangorn, Brundoran, once dwelt where the White Hands camp now stands. I'm sure you think you know the ending of the story, little one, for those there is no mistaking what you have seen at my side. However, the trees have spoken to me of darker things, and though hewn, Brundoran's story is far from over. Before we can return to Barrowless to speak of Brundoran's fate, you must first understand how the Horn met its end, and how the cowardice of the orcs has shaped this forest and beyond since that day. Since this for so, yeah, that's cool.
After conversing with the trees of Balewood, Mossbeard has learned horrifying truths of Nurazum's origins and the fate of the Elder Horn, Brundoran.
Viler truths have seldom known, Lorrandan. I have seldom known, even. The others must know of these happenings soon, but you must understand as well if you are to continue to aid us. Where the orc camp now lies once stood a bold horn, one of the very greatest in this forest. My memories of those days are as clear as ever they have been, but they are tainted by the knowledge I have gained from the trees. Come, let me tell you of the horn's fate. I have learned a great many things from the trees, Lorrandan. Many things were as I feared, and some were far worse yet. I have much to tell and little time to tell it, so let us begin. Which is uncommon of a int. Usually plenty of time. Deep in these woods there once lived a great horn called Brundoran. A more well-behaved horn than most, Leaflock's tending was never much needed, and its roots grew thick into the heart of the forest. Brundoran took root, unbothered by the affairs of Ents or men, but the pursuits of the orcs were not so easily ignored. And so came the day that the orcs invaded, defiling the forest and preparing to siege the lands of men. Brundoran had long lain dormant, but the time had come to an end. We made it, boys! We're close to enough to the forest edge now. We make camp here. Once we cut one more tree down for the wizard. You make the first cut. We have to cart this back to Isengard soon, or Saruman will have my head. Get off! Get off! Ah! He's getting rooted over there. And he's dead. What? This is no tree! You lot, get in there and hack it down before I crush your skulls. Run back and tell the others to get over here. We'll be needing more. You don't have to tell me twice. I'm on my way. He's whooping their butt. Now they're on a full-on attack now. Get him, Brundoran. Oh, and he's down. Is it dead? The wizard won't like this. Many of our numbers still stand, but so many have fallen, and for what? How shall I tell him a tree devastated his forces? Who says you have to tell the wizard? Ah, you're a wise orc. I shall tell him my forces remain here with me. And you will return to Isengard with the tree. Hmm. I have told you but half of what there is to tell, for far grimmer tales remain. Let us leave this place and return to Bearless and the others. Okay. So, where are we at? Oh, we gotta get him back. As I have told you, little one, there remains much to be told, but it must wait until we reunite with Bearless and the others. They knew much of Brundoran and the Horn's End, but in the times between then and their awakening, they have missed many unsettling details. You must travel to them at once, for both you and the others must know the Horn's fate and the true wrath, unknowing or not, that has been leveled upon this forest. Okay, and basically we'll go back up here to where the other Ents are. I wonder. Let me just go ahead and mount. I can call him back out when we get there. Maybe we can get there a little faster. Granted, we'll ping pong our way there. But we will ping pong quickly. There we are. Almost. Let's see. Went by it just a little bit. I have a tree attacking me. I have more than one tree attacking me. Oh, it was one tree. It was my buddy that was there. I missed them. They're literally right over here, hidden by the leaves somewhere. Oh my god, this is so hard to get through. There we are. We found them. Okay. Zoom way out, see if we can see anything going on here. Alright. The journey has been Lorrandan. Bearless and the others have much to learn of the monster, as do you still. Allow me to gather my thoughts, for this trip has been far more eventful than most things in this Ent's lifetime. Bearless looks as if he wants to speak to you. You should see what he has to tell, and I shall begin to take root here. You have returned with Mossbeard. I knew you would not disappoint us, little one. I am joyful to look upon him again, but in his eyes I see great distress. Mossbeard wishes to speak with all of us, does he? Well then, let us hear your tell. Cool. We got another big deed done. Oh, that one didn't have virtue. That would have been nice. New deed bestowed. And so, little one, Brundoran was taken by the orcs. Nurzum had wandered these woods some time before this happening, you see. He was then but a stone giant and had not much interest in the destruction of any creature of nature. His curiosity of the men was his only real reason for venturing into Wildermore. But when he was grievously wounded and chased from their lands, the other Ents and I thought him gone from our forest. Such things never come to a resolution simply with you creatures, do they? Yet one day Nurzum returned, and this time he was not alone. When you're ready, I shall tell what I know. Yep, travel.
The Ent Mossbeard wishes to tell you more of what he has learned from the trees of Balewood. Nurazum's might stems not from within, but from the vile stone upon his back, granted to him by a powerful benefactor.
I can only imagine who. Alright. The rest of my tale begins where Brundoran fell. Though since that tragic day much time had passed and many more trees had fallen to shape the walls of their disgraceful camp. It is clear now that Nurzum's ally was no better than those he harbored within these walls, though far more mighty. When you are ready, little one, I will tell you what I know of Nurzum and how he came to possess such a stone. At their crude camp were remnants of Brundoran's roots still laid hewn in the earth. Nurzum stood amongst fearful orcs. His wrath had not yet visited the forest directly, but the stone he carried upon his back had already brought the thick snowfall to the lands around him. Nurzum stood waiting, not knowing when his friend would arrive, and lost in what he was to do with his newfound might. There he is. In the distance, the harsh weather seemed to split as a man strode forth through the snowfall, and there's Saruman. As the snow swirled around him, the man's robes seemed to shimmer with myriad colors, and Nurzum knew at once his powerful ally had returned. Long has it been, my large friend. It has. I return to the forest as you bid me, and I am prepared to stand against those that would oppose me. Tell me, Nurzum, have you come to appreciate this opportunity, the gifts I have bestowed upon you? Gifts? What gifts, wizard? Even my own kind would not look upon me now. You are not of your kind any longer, Nurzum. You knew as much when I came upon you in this forest, wounded and lost as you were. I have done naught but fulfill everything promised to you. I asked for the strength to survive my wounds, the ability to return to the cold of the misty mountains, and the chance to seek revenge against the men that harried me in my travels. Where then have I failed? All of those are within your grasp now. I gave you strength through the roots that now wind about your stones. I granted you a snow-covered home no matter where your travel takes you. And the men, they cannot stand against you any longer. Your words are convincing, wizard. Of that there is no doubt. You are something far greater than before, but you must remember, my friend, that you serve me. What would you ask of me before I make these lands my home? You will slay the leaders of this land to the last. Sinigar, Aldston, the Night Thrym, remember them well. As for the Reeve, Garwig, leave his family in shambles. Slay Garnoth, Edsig, Garfirth, Cuthbald, and Garsig. Leave him in ruin, and let him never again pose a threat to you. That is all I ask of you, Nurzum. It shall be done, master. Let these puny men regret the day they pushed me from their lands. As I had hoped, friend. Now, journey through the forest and visit your frozen terror upon all this would stand against you. May all of Rohan freeze in your wake. I knew it had to be him. For a wizard, he moves slowly. No, I'm just kidding. And he turns and nukes me through the monitor. Oh, am I supposed to be oh, I should have talked to Moss. Now you understand, Lorrandan. Let us leave this memory. So you see now, Lorrandan, Nurzum returned to the forest, his wounds healed, his might bolstered, and lashed together by what remained of Brundoran. All he was tasked with in return for such wonders were the deaths of the men that had wronged him. How could he see the folly of his actions in the face of such a silver-tongued man? I know of this wizard, little one, for once Treebeard spoke of him with Leaflock in days long past, always one to take knowledge but never share it in return. You look as if you have met him, too. Such times are so long past that I doubt he even remembers us amid whatever other chaos he now wreaks. Surely, if the orcs did not tell him of Brundoran's assault, he would not have thought much of using a tree in his foul experiments. His blindness to the force may yet prove his monster's undoing, but we shall see yet. Mossbeard has spoken true of many things over ages past, and as wild as his claims may be, I believe his tale. He has spoken to us further of the things the trees came to know of Nurzum's arrival in the forest and what destruction he visited upon the creatures of this wood, and my friend Duskleaf. Nurzum's assault began to the west upon the hill where Brundoran fell. Even the orcs were terrified of his presence, and not one sought to follow him too closely in his trek through the woods to Forest Edge. Already he had drowned the surrounding lands in snow by bringing the stone into the forest, and the creatures of this wood knew well that something horrible had come with the winter's chill. Listen well, little one, and I shall tell you of how the forest rose and fell to Nurzum's might. And we go into another one. Oh, we're going to do a session play. No! Okay. This has to be the culmination of Wildermore. It has to be.
Nurzum has sown discord throughout Wildermore, but nowhere was the power of the stone felt greater than where his path of destruction began, deep in Balewood.
Check and make sure I'm not missing messages real quick. Alright, we're good. And let's see, we got stuff and all of this. Let's see what we're doing here. I got this thing here. We're just going to move this out of the way. Alright, it says leave Drew something or another. Travel to the forest edge. Do we have a map telling us anything? We have a map, but it's not really telling me where to go. We're just going to go. Discover the path blocked by what appear to be angry trees. Clear them and do stuff. I don't know what his abilities are. Let me see here. That does a bunch of damage. That one does a bunch of damage. And that one does a bunch of damage. So apparently we do a lot of damage. I like that one. By the way, the reason I didn't do these over here is it's on every single one of them. It's just, we'll get rid of them. Every time you do any session plays, you get these. Now this one here is a little different. I don't understand this one. Why in the world? That makes zero sense. That's funny. Alright. Hear familiar creaking, something or other. There's gonna be more of them. We're never gonna make it there. We're just gonna be surrounded by these things non-stop. Does he actually have a sword? He does. He has a sword and a bow, I just realized. I'm assuming I need to kill these things. I don't know if I can just walk by them and it not matter. I have no idea. I mean, technically, they don't really look like they even do damage to me. None that would matter. You have found your path blocked by a strange tree. Oh, it's Duskleaf. What purpose could you have for such destruction, giant? Do you even understand what agony you have brought upon the creatures here? You tear the trees from the ground, you freeze the horns where they take root, and even the foul wood trolls are not spared your ire. My friends either lay sleeping in the winter, in this winter you have buried us in, or they lack the courage to stand against you. But I do not. I shall not allow you any further in these woods, monster. About to have a showdown. One long fight. Destruction that followed Dustly's defeat is known well to Ents and men alike. Okay. Oh, I thought we were out of the session play, but we're not. Or are we? It's being odd. Now I'm locked up. Ah, now we're leaving it. Okay. Got about a half hour left, maybe more. I have need to check, see when we need to go. We need to go get groceries and do some errands today. Learning of such things has brought great sadness to me, Lorrandan. Nerzum's destruction did not end there, as you have long known. He rampaged throughout the forest floor, cutting a frozen scar through those helpless trees. Yet even when he left the forest, the wounds he dealt to our lands would not be quick to mend. Duskleaf was always quick to act, but in the face of such an evil, he also proved himself the bravest of us Ents. We cannot allow his sacrifice to wither upon the frozen earth here. To not involve ourselves in such a dire matter would be a disgrace to Duskleaf's memory and the good of this forest. The orcs yet linger in these woods. We must drive them out. Gosh. Nerzum Brundoran has won. Can such things be? What twisted magic could have wrought such a monster? Such things defy nature. I am grateful that Abomination has strode from the forest, but if he returns, our numbers are few and our choices fewer. But what of the orcs? All of the havoc you have found. So much of it remains because of Nerzum's assault. His orc allies simply cannot match his destruction. Their roadway, I wonder what has become of it, especially to the northwest, whence their kind first came. Search the roadway and follow it to its end. I'm curious what remains of their force. For my part, I will travel to meet you outside the southern edge of their camp. I doubt they will notice me among the other trees nearby. Okay. So we're headed down this way. I know I've said it before, but surely this is coming to a culmination of Wildermore. Where am I at? Oh, we are here. Let's jump off of the thing and see if we can get our guy to stop running forward like a maniac. There we are. Alright, we gotta kill some vines that are very unhappy that I am in the same area as them. Where's the other vine that's hitting me? There it is. Every vine in the forest now is attacking me. Alright. Now we can get back to what we're doing. We need to search the orc roadway for signs of White Hand. If I can get to the road, here's the road. Alright. You have discovered a few stragglers burning wood trolls, but a larger force is absent. Follow the orc roadway to the northeast. Okay. Slain horn looming over its kills. Backpack! Free loot! Roadway is largely empty here, but you can hear ruckus orcs further up. It's the deepest we've been into the Bellwood. Surely something big is coming. across the White Hand's holdings in the Bellwood. A grim camp of orcs built atop something. Where's that at? Should be something here that repeats that or finishes. Built atop Brundoran's shattered roots. Okay. These hostile lands. And we just virtue capped. I hate when I do that. Let's go over here. Let's work on this one. Deed completed. Okay, so this was a discovery one. I love those. Title awarded, the Rugged. And 5 free Lotro monies. Alright, so talk to Bearless outside of this place. So he's around here somewhere, right? That way. There he is. Okay. Not only are they still here, but they build their terrible structures atop Bloodhorn's remains. These monsters know nothing but destruction and spite our kin in these lands at every turn. Can we sit idly by as they continue to tear apart our home? Defeat Asgard overseers and defeat Drew Vadakan. The others and I have thought of this matter, and we will march to their camp and force them from the forest. As for you, little one, their numbers remain great, and we do not know if more will come to aid them in time. Return to their camp and slay many of their number. We shall meet you nearby and make our assault once you have slain as many as you see fit. Such things are moving too quickly for me, Lorrandan, but the others are right. This trespass cannot continue. Is there anything else? There certainly is. Alright, I have got to go use the restroom. I'm about to die here. I've been holding it forever. I will be back here in about 5-ish minutes. So, stay here, and we're going to hopefully see the conclusion of Wildermore, at least Bellwood, here soon. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, everybody. I had pasta last night, Alfredo, fettuccine alfredo at a restaurant, and tasted good at the time. But it's been killing me all night long and all today. All right, what are we supposed to be doing? Whoops, I'm clicking the wrong thing. There, I got my mouse back finally. All right, so yeah, we need to get some more quests run. Oh, you know, I didn't even notice. Did I have this off all day? I'm sorry, everybody. Y'all couldn't see my ugly face. I'll move this around a little bit. It's a little too much too bright and like killing me. Oh, let's see here. Alas for Brendoran. The orcs seek to master this forest, then. I have seen the smoke rising from on the hill since your return, and fear for what time may bring us. The smiths you saw, without question, are the cause of such evil doings. Their fascination with the flame and their handiwork that leads only to the death of my kin cannot continue. I would ask that you return to their camp, slay the smiths, shatter their tools, and smother the fires. Okay? Is that it? Okay, we got a couple of quests from him. So let's go do that. We gotta find the entrance to their place again. It should be over here somewhere, I would think. There it is. Well, I found their fort. We'll find the entrance eventually. White Hand supplies. That's going to be a side quest. Counter crates of vile tools and disgusting orc rations in the White Hand encampment. Without these cruel supplies from Isengard, the orc forces of Wildermore would be crippled. If you were to destroy these supplies, the White Hand's grip on the Bellwood would slip greatly. Sounds like a good thing to do then. Do you not notice I'm there destroying his stuff right next to him? Alright. It's another quest. Druid orc tents to litter the White Hand encampment, shielding the orcs of Isengard from the region's harsh conditions. If they were deprived of shelter, the raw cold would cripple their assault. Keeping in mind that the Ents are not fond of fire, perhaps it would be best to dismantle the tents. Okay. Let's see how many of these we can gather up and kill all at once. Don't be shy. Come over here and join us, everybody. Everybody get together. It's going to be fun. You too. Everybody. Oh, we got one down here at the side. He just was too busy. Alright. There we are. Finish that quest. And we finished that quest. Is that all of our quests? Nope, we need one more of these. That would be all of them. This area reminds me a lot of not the aesthetic, the winter and all that, but it reminds me of a lot of Ruins of Canark in EverQuest, in that the trees are all real low to the ground, the limbs are all right in your face, there's thousands of them everywhere, and you can't see anything that you're trying to go through. I hated that in Ruins of Canark expansion, and I really dislike it here. Is it done? Such things are unfit for this force. It is good that the the orcs' makings will no longer hew and burn my kin. That's a weird way to say that. So many have been lost. Perhaps it is time at last for us to stand against them. There is much discussion to be done yet. Urks and orcs, so you say? They are both still small to us, my friend. I only hope their flames remain doused. Without that, things may go unfortunately. So it is time. Let the Ents reclaim this wood now. All right. You've done much to cripple the vile designs of these orcs, little one. Before I strode here, I spoke with the others. Even now, they travel to meet us here. They, like me, had grave concern for the flames and tools of the orcs, but you have put a stop to those. And now it is time we put a stop to the orcs. Let us all travel into their camp and push them from these lands. Here we go.
Repulsed by the destruction the White Hand and Nurzum have caused in the forest, the Ents of Balewood march to war.
We have traveled far, little one, and the time has come for us to reclaim our forest. The others have journeyed here and should be arriving soon. Of course, if Tithanoff has fallen asleep again, I could not speak to where he might be. Baerlus appears to become lost in thought for a moment before remembering he is speaking to you. I think I hear their approach. Let us hope it is them, Lorrandan. Of course we can't see. There we are. Here comes the Ents. We are about to wreak havoc upon these orcs. Do we have a thing above his head? Nope. Alright, now we do. I see the first of their kind just outside their camp up the road. Let us bring our branches crashing down upon them. Yes, let us. Oh, I gotta wait for them to go. Their camp will return to the earth. I'm helping, but they cannot do another something or other. We ants must march against them, lest they take everything that remains. Let's talk for another hour here. Oh no, let's go now. Watch out! Oh my god! Okay, now it says fight your way. Oscar won't like this. This won't take long. As I was saying. Shing shing! The glow of flames can be seen as an Uruk rushes forth in the distance. Where's he at? I don't see it. There he is. You cursed trees, leave me or I'll burn you to the ground. Stay back, back. You were there when that tree threw me something other into the woods. You stole that tasty man flesh right out of my hands. So you call on your precious trees to save you again, then. This time you won't be so lucky. My flames will sear you and stuff. And after I feast on what remains, then never mind. Just kill him. Curse you! Even with my death, your winter will never end. What the? I can't click him. There we are. The orcs will trouble us no longer, my bold friend. Let us return to Stonecliff and enjoy this peace. Have we done it? Have we done it? Have we finished Bellwood? You have proven yourself a bold ally, Lorrandan. The Ents and I will push any that return to the woods from these lands. The orcs will never again have a foothold in our forest. And you have aided us greatly, little one. Such action is not usual for my kind, but these times are strange indeed. If you would wait before returning to the men of these lands, I have more yet to say, my friend. A great weight has been lifted from these branches, little one. The orcs have been pushed from our lands, and they shall never again defile this forest, not while the others and I remain. I believe the orcs will soon come to understand how long we have wandered these woods. Your aid in depriving the orcs of their flames and axes allowed us the chance to defeat them, and you have all of our thanks. You'll always be welcome in these woods, little friend. Before you return to your fellows and lead them from the forest, the others would like to speak to you. Mossbeard and Nindorn have asked to speak with you. I do not doubt the others have much to say, but I would imagine that you shall be back in the lands you call home before they can decide on what needs to be said. You have done much to aid the Ents, Lorrandan. Yet we must never forget the cost of these times and what Nurzum has taken from us. The monster's corruption may as well have slain Duskleaf the day he came to this forest. When you came upon him, his mind had been stripped bare, and his fury over the forced fate consumed him. You and the men of these lands cannot be blinded by Nurzum's foul influence. You must be put to an end, for such a creature stands in stark defiance of all that is good and natural in this realm. As with the others, you have my thanks for freeing us from the orcs and their leader. But the greatest threat to us all still lurks beyond this wood. Go with haste, little one. Perhaps when Nurzum falls, you will find us here again. You are a very strange elf, my friend. Be reunited with the others, and to have solved some mysteries of this destruction has brought me some measure of hope for what the future brings. Nurzum must be stopped. The others will not follow me in this, but you must see him slain and the stone destroyed. Verlis knows well of what might be used in his defeat now, but I will leave such explanations to him. Know this, little one. You have shaped the lands of men and Ents for years to come through your actions, and as strange fellows as we may be, I would be glad to look upon you again. May your journey bode well, my friend. I see you have spoken to the others, Lorrandan. They seem upset to see you leave, as am I. There is, however, the matter of Nurzum. As you may recall, when we first met, I told you that Strongroot spoke of a horn that greatly frightened the huorns, I don't know how to distinguish between the two words, of these woods. As Nurzum is both giant and huorn, so may he find himself torn asunder, both in mind and body, by the blaring of such a horn. I cannot be certain if this will bode true for him, but stranger things I have seen in these past days. Tell the men of these lands, and perhaps they, out of all of us, can finally stand against him. Go, my friend, return to the men you found lost in these woods. We shall hold back the wood trolls long enough for them to escape. May our paths cross in brighter days, Lorrandan. Although he does not wish to involve himself in matters beyond the trees, Bellers bids you farewell and hopes that Nurzum will be defeated. All right, and that is the culmination of our trip into the Bellwood to meet with the Ents. We did it. Now we need to go back down here to the cave where the people are hiding out and get them out of here. Then we can finally go back up to Nona and continue on the epic that she has there. So let's do that. What time is it? It's noon. I wish I could look at the mini-map and have a better idea of where I'm actually going and whether I'm headed in the right direction, but it just, I don't know, it just looks like white. It doesn't help a lot, so I have to jump back to the big map all the time. It's not just here, it's a lot of places where I play, a lot of places that you're in the game just kind of feel that way at times. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Woo! Got lucky. You end up having to jump back to the map a lot. Just figure out if you're headed in the right direction. Alright. It should be right there. Yep, right here. Goodness.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
Goodness, it is you. We thought the worst when we had not seen you for so long, but what has happened? What have you learned? You tell Huna and the others of your adventures with the Ents and the origins of Nurzum. The monster may be defeated after all. I never thought we could see the day. Now then, you said that the trees themselves would hold back the wood trolls for us? I have other business for you, but the rest of you pack your belongings as swiftly as you are able. We make for Forlaw as soon as we are ready.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
You have my thanks for your help, Lorraine. I think we can make it from here. You are now able to search for Simberg at last. Perhaps she will have given up on her search for Thrym. You should find her and return to Garwick. There is not much hope for Wildermore, but perhaps the surviving people can still be saved. Okay, alright. Those people are done. Amazing! So let's take a look at our map here. That's going to take us back over there. Let me take this off here. Alright, that's going to take us there. There. Both of those are at Nona. Searching for Sinberg. Oh, over here at the Null Highs. Oh, okay, so it's still doing stuff. Okay. We're going to go back to Nona and do a turn-in. Then head over here. In fact, we're going to go back to Nona and we'll stop this particular video there. And I will take a short break to do lunch and stuff like that, and then start another one to maybe then finish Wildermore. it's the zone that never ends. Hold on, let's get on our war steed so we can ride quickly. Oops, and we're just sliding everywhere, hitting everything humanly possible, because that's what you do on a war steed. Oh my god. But you hit it all just as fast as possible, so there's that. And of course we're going wrong. I swear I was headed the right way. I take one turn to try to avoid something I'm going to hit, and next thing you know I'm going completely the opposite direction of where I was trying to go. Okay, now we need to go up this hill. Now I'm fairly sure I know where I'm at. We can back out a little bit now that we don't have a million trees in our line of sight. Where's it at? Nope, going the wrong way. That's usual. Stop, stop, stop. Get off this darn thing. Where is she at? She should have been here. On the other side of the hill, isn't it? Thinking of the other cave, I think. Doesn't attack me, I'm leaving it alone. Yep, here it is. Okay. Defeated by a rock. Here it is. We made it. Back to Nona's cave. Is there not somebody I'm supposed to talk to in Nona's cave? Dr. Corridon. Back out. Well. Oh, Corridon over the other side. Okay. We're gonna pick up horns there. That's the next book. We're not ready for that book yet. Still trying to finish 10.
I do not know if Leaflock will help us, despite his anger.
It is good to see you again, Lorrandan. I spoke with Leaflock for a time after you left, and it is difficult to say if he will help us. He remained angry, but some of his initial fury had subsided. He cares little for the plight of men or elves, but of trees and horns he cares a great deal. If Nurzum was simply a giant, Leaflock would not trouble himself at all to help us. If Nurzum is, as he appears to be, an unnatural fusion of a giant and a horn, there is at least a chance that Leaflock will involve himself. Do not know how great a chance that may be, but we have done what we could.
We have planted the seed of Norzum's defeat. Now, we need to let it bloom.
What did we miss while we were searching for Leaflock, Lorrandan? Are our friends and the survivors of Beertor still doing all right? Well, seem I need to talk back here.
Did you find what you wanted in Balewood?
You tell Gleowen about Leaflock, and he smiles happily. That is great news. If such creatures are as strong as Corridon believes them to be, we may have the best ally against Nurzum we could hope to have. Nona's survivors are improving as well. Leodwig is much stronger now than he was, and everyone's spirits are improving. It will not be long before Leodwig can get up and about. Horn has spent a great deal of time speaking with Nona. I have been trying to give them their privacy, but I can tell they have not yet worked through their feelings. Ah, the complexities of youth. I remember them dimly. Okay, need to talk to Horn.
Since Leodwig is improved, I thought we might all take our meal together.
Gordon has already told me about Leaflock. I thought he was going to hurt himself smiling so widely. As for me, I'm doing fine as well, Lorrandan. Nona and I have been catching up while you were gone. I told her about our adventures in the Sutcrofts and Fangorn, and about our unfortunate audience with the Odin King. She told me about her attempts to provide for those in her care, but by raiding abandoned villages and stealing supplies wherever she could find them. It sounds very difficult. I wish we had been with her. We could have helped her, and, well, you understand, Lorrandan. Since Leodwig is improved, I thought we might all take our meal together in this chamber. Let me know when you're ready to eat. You were going to do an instance?
Ready to eat?
Corridon says they have planted the seed of Nurzum's defeat, and we need only wait for it to bloom. Is he right? Can we trust this Ent?
We walked slowly forward, unsure of what awaited us. Horn crept before us, sword at the ready. And suddenly a shrew burst forth from the bush, toppling Horn onto his face. Remember that. Yes, yes, it is a funny story. Master Glowin, surely you have something else we can speak about. I do have some words concerning Beertor. Would that be too painful for our friends? I would like to hear it. I too would like to hear it. I want to hear about my city. Okay. This is your answer, Bard. Or that is your answer, Bard. Well, I suppose it is. Bard is going to sing.
A city on a hill she was, strong Beertor, fair Beertor. From far across the plains her banners we espied. And she was a comfort in time of pain, time of want. But the winter came, and with it an iron tide. And it was our day to comfort, our time to protect. From each corner of the land all would ride to that city on the hill, strong Beertor, fair Beertor.
What is that sound? Lorrandan, what do you think makes that sound? Is it Nurzum? Has he found this cave at last? We must see what has happened outside. Well, oh, it's the, oh my. They marched, Lorrandan. They marched to fight Nurzum. That's freaking great. Leaflock has done as we hoped he would, Lorrandan. He has sent horns to seek Nurzum. Will they prevail against him? I cannot say, but I know this. My heart is stirred by their march. They seem so different from you or I, and from Horn or Nona. So far removed from the daily worries of men or elves, but still they march for us against the evil of Nurzum, against the evil of Saruman. Even now, Leaflock and his herd have not retreated so far from Middle-earth as to abandon its people. It is worth remembering. It seems our friends have remembered something as well, Lorrandan. I told you it would happen, did I not? I'm certain I did. We should go back inside and bring what people we can out here to see this sight, Lorrandan. Who can say when such a marvel will be seen again?
Go forth, young ones. Your foe was once like you, Broom, but no longer. Cannot the strongest tree grow from the smallest bloom? Though you be defeated, you will leave your mark upon your foe, and he will remember you.
We did it! We did it! I don't know if he's going to die or not, but it's looking good. Talk to Nona.
I have never seen anything like it. Things are more clear to me now.
The sight of those trees marching away to fight Nurzum, Savulk would fall down upon his face in wonder, and Wadu would never have believed me if I told him of it. But looking at those marching trees, allies of ours in this and yet so different from us, I realized what a strange world this is, and how small our place in it. Horridon spoke of Leaflock, the tree man. He knows not of Verhiram or Dunlending. To him we are nothing, and yet he sends his children, if that they be, to fight our enemy. Such wonders, both marvelous and terrible, all at once. I do not want to face this strange world alone. I will no longer run from the differences between my people and Horn's people. He and I will be one. When those in my care are restored to health, I will go where he goes. Let all who oppose us beware, for together we are strongest. Thank you for keeping him safe while I was away, Lorrandan. Soon we will adventure again. Nurzum will soon be defeated, and we will leave this place. Until then, we should rest and recover our strength. We will speak again when that happens. That's freaking great. That is freaking great. We kicked butt. All right. Glue map. Yep. Oh, I have to choose. Oh, I don't have enough space. I get it. Okay. My bad. Sorry about that. Browse the shop. Let's get rid of some junk. Oh, I need those. Yeah, that's what I can do. Let me open up my crafting. Let's see. We got the. This one is for my wood and leather stuff. This is for my metals. Scholar stuff. And this is for my tailoring. And there was one more, right? What was this for? Extra stuff? It was an extra one, I think. Since it's at 50-50, I can hit gather and see if it picks up anything. It didn't. But it was worth a shot. Because this here is enhance flavor of variety of dishes. Oh, that's food stuff. I need to, but I haven't. Oh man, stuff. Anyway, trace amounts from ore. That's ore that goes in here. I wonder how come that didn't. Let's put this one over here because I don't have it on auto, but I don't really want it on auto. See, that's the problem, because if you have it on auto, it'll grab everything. And I want these to be just certain things. I want this bag to be specific, this bag to be specific, but at the same time, it's not. That's an annoyance, and I don't know how to get around that. We'll throw this in our tailor one because we got a lot of room. It's our hides. That. More hides. This is going to be food stuff. I know I'm going to regret not holding on to the. I know I will. I haven't been holding on to the jewel crafting stuff either. Or jewelry. Scholar. Or. I know this takes forever, but it helps. Scholar. We'll get back a lot of rooms, what I'm trying to say. Scholar. This is jewelry, metalsmith, and other things. We'll just go ahead and throw it in with them. That is for cooking. Cooking, I believe. Okay, that cleans it up a little. Man, I've got stuff down here as well that I've filling up spaces down here. That's not. Oh, I needed that. Holy crap! About this one. No, I had those. Okay. All right. Now we've spent time doing all of that. Oh, and another thing we can do to get a little bit of space back. Let's go to our shared storage, crafting tab, and we'll throw recipes in here. A lot of recipes. Hopefully they won't take up new slots and just add to the stacks that exist, because I am running out of slots in my shared bank. One of these years I'm going to use all these, I think. All right. Okay, now we can hold on. This is no, that wasn't scholar stuff. Oh, I hadn't been getting these things in the past. Runes, to put into items, because I really haven't had items to put them into. That makes sense. I guess now that'll start being a thing. now we can complete this quest. Here we are. A lot of stuff. What is this? Pretty freaking nice. Yeah, critical rating going on the other one. I want to watch what this changes. My critical rating melee is hit chance is 27-1, and the other stuff is 21-2. 27-1 and 21-2. Let's put this on. And now it is 26-7 and 26. So my crit rating and stuff went down slightly, but I gained a lot of armor. I gained vitality, so I have more health. I'm just going to keep it. I'm just going to keep it. It's an interesting look. Let me do something here. What happens when we change the colors? What all does it change? Okay. Not a bad cloak. I don't think I have many slots left in my wardrobe right now, or else I'd throw it in there. What are all these things? Main hand, offhand. But so that I can hold a flower, I guess? I don't see it. Here it is. Okay. So those are items. This is bound to account. I need to throw that in here. Or actually, I think that's in my LI stuff. This is the inventory management simulator I spoke about before. I do want to take a look at these. Do they have any kind of interesting visual? That's actually a really nice looking sword. I like that. What was the deal on it? That's neat. I want to put that in my wardrobe. I do like that one. Fashion Quest, game number 2 of the game. Alright, so we have 7 slots. We can afford to do that. Let's see what this one looks like. This is like a mace type thing. I hadn't seen that visual before, but it's still not a fan of it. What's the deal with this? The wrist item. Agility is not going to be my thing. This was wheel based. This is wheel based. That is not going to be an upgrade. I have an empty slot. I can actually put something in that. I will do that. Got might and vitality. More vitality, less might. And it's got an evade rating. What about looks? I don't like those where it puts like the shin guard thing on. It's just not a look for me. But I don't think that's great enough that I need to change out. That is not an upgrade for me. What about the looks? I think I have something like that already in my wardrobe, but I'm not positive. You can do some interesting stuff, I'm sure. Chest. Yeah, it does a whole lot of it. And that is a cool, honestly, it's a cool. If you were to do something like washed, no, that's not it. Olive? Nope, nope. Definitely not it either. Gold, no. Rust. Getting closer. Looking for the. That's pretty close for like the brown leather look. Bar? That's close. See, that would be pretty cool on a character. I don't know about for him, but that would be pretty cool on a character. I'm gonna go ahead and throw that in my wardrobe just in case I don't have that visual yet. Let's see. This earring. Light. Body. And parry rating. No, I'm not going to put that on. And that's it. We do have these. I need to use these. Enhancement limit 150. So let's pull this up. I am pretty far behind on my slots. Let's see. This one. That was nice. All right. Okay. Then beyond that, I'm not going to worry about traceries right now. Let's look at these here, because I said I had a slot I can actually put something in. That's a resistance rating. That is will. Definitely won't be going with that. Fate. Evade rating. Maximum power. Critical defense. Okay, so those are my options. I'm thinking, what does fate do for me? I really don't remember. As a champion, fate increases your critical rating. And in combat, moral regen, power regen, tactical mitigations, resistance. Yeah, I'm going to go with fate. So I said that this had a slot. Yes, it does. So how does that work? It's this one. If I drag that and put it on there, what does it do? Nothing. Do I have to? Oh, probably shift double click. That was the trick. Just like you do with the LI items or equipment. So we'll drag that into there. Very nice. Hold it. Does that have just like the other things? Is that levelable as well? Surely not. But it is 134, 134, so I can't modify it. That's really cool. Okay. Now I'm sitting here thinking to myself, I need another tracery bag stuff in, because we are collecting a lot more money on this stuff. But this is completely and utterly full. Probably the better move would be just to sell some of this stuff. All right. All right. If y'all all stuck through that, y'all are champions in my book. So now we have book 11 is going to be him.
One path remains a mystery
and then
to
we
me.
have this searching for Sinberg. Schinenberg. And that's all we have here right now. So I'm going to go make me some lunch. We've been on for 3 hours. I'm going to end this stream and publish it here on Twitch and export it to YouTube so that it can start encoding it for high definition. That'll take a long time. And so y'all on YouTube will probably be watching this later tonight or tomorrow. I tend to take my YouTube ones and either put them out immediately, public, or make them available at like 11:30 a.m. noonish the next day for people when they're at work and they're at lunch. Then it pops up and they can see it then. So that may be when y'all are watching this. But I will be back after I eat lunch because I want to finish Wildermore. By golly, I want to finish Wildermore today and hopefully be able to start on Helm's Deep expansion. So that's what we're going to do. If you're watching over here on Twitch and you enjoy any of this, please hit the follow. It makes me super happy. If you're watching over on YouTube, please hit the subscribe, hit like, leave a comment. It makes the algorithm happy. More people get to see me. The more people watch my videos, the more I get inspired to do more videos. Also, please follow me on Twitter. It's at Ferone the Gnome. I post on there and put screenshots and stuff like that all the time. I'm on doing these streams most nights of the week. Unless I have work or something that's gotten in the way, I'm almost always on here. I'm a big gaming geek. I can't help it. I play all kinds of things. Mainly play Lord of the Rings Online, as you see here. I also play EverQuest. I also play games on the PlayStation 5 and the Switch. I'm a big fan of Nintendo Switch. Recently, I've been working on my Kirby and the Lost. What is it called? Kirby and the Lands Forgotten series. I will be getting back to that and some other great games on Nintendo. The new Super Mario Brothers Wonder will be coming out this month, October, and I'm going to get that. I will be streaming that. I've decided I was going to wait till Christmas to have my brother buy it for me. You know, and it'd be a great Christmas gift. But I've decided when it comes out that Friday, I'm streaming it for y'all live. So be watching for that. I am totally stoked about this new Super Mario Brothers. So, with that, I'm going to head out here for right now to go eat lunch. Y'all have a fantastic rest of your weekend if I don't see you later, but I hope to see you back when I'm on again later, maybe an hour or less. I'm not sure how long. And until then, this is From the Gnome signing off. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye bye.